I feel like given the times we're in, it's important that we continue to have difficult and uncomfortable conversations
Yes.
Yes.
and drink responsibly.
Yes.
That's it. Consistent with those two, I think will create balance. Well, no, fuck balance. I feel like it'll just get us through
For sure.
what we're going through.
Ready?
Yeah. No, sorry. I didn't hear you say ready. I thought you were still talking about this.
No, I said I know that guy's family. Do we get
That
the
you
intro?
do. That you do. When you say that while looking at the screen, and it looks like a fucking eulogy or some shit, I'm like,
Oh, because it's
Oh.
a bunch of Mexicans on the stream. You think I just know that their family?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy,
Yes.
bro.
how many do you know?
I don't know. Probably
Whatever,
more than
motherfucker. Whatever.
probably more than I would think.
And what's up, motherfucker?
Oh yeah.
You want to do your intro? I think you should.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. So we pull back the curtain on some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar in Russia. We like to call that an industry perspective. I do have an applause here. Wow, he's wearing the Cubs jersey already. Yes, spring training just started. And,
Sorry, I'm focused on something else right now.
yeah.
Yes, but continue. Go
No,
ahead.
that's it. It's like, oh
That's
wow,
all you
wearing the
got?
baseball jersey so soon. Like, yeah, dude, spring training started. It's
All right. Admittedly, I said that as soon as I saw him wearing the fucking jersey. I was like, really? That's what we're on? Like, and
Already?
he's like, oh, spring training already started. I don't fucking know. Sports ball. I only watch a couple sports. So shout out to the baseball players.
shout out to all the
Yeah.
baseballs.
Yeah, all of that good stuff, I guess. But yeah, we are back at Spring Street Bar.
Yes, we are.
Shout out to Brandon and Alex, as always, for just giving us a space to come in and talk our shit and supporting us the way that they do. We're going to make sure that we get these messages out there as much as possible.
We ain't got to say nothing. Hopefully,
Yeah,
YouTube
exactly.
doesn't look at it and be like,
Oh, no, it won't. It's already been on stream before.
wow.
This has been on stream before.
Oh, yeah.
When Bunny was on, shout out to Bunny as well. But we're good. We'll be okay. It's just a sign. And even if it makes me do anything, it'll be, the fuck will still be implied. It'll still be implied. Absolutely. Are you watching?
No, I just saw this guy go cross-eyed while drinking a beer, and then went back to. So I don't know if he was enjoying it that much.
Yo, look, if dudes start doing
said-
that, I'm done.
He went
Nah, it,
cross-eyed.
it was bad enough when I started seeing all the OnlyFans models do all the fucking cross-eyed shit.
A Hago.
But
That's what it's called.
Sure.
That's what it looked like he just did.
yeah, no, I'm not in support of that. Save that for the appropriate time. I'll be honest. Stop it. And guys, definitely save it for the appropriate time.
Anyways, you had some
Not
shit.
joking.
You had some shit you wanted to talk. You wanted to talk. some shit?
I did.
Talk that shit.
I really wanted to start this off. Honestly, the whole thing's pretty much going to be about this. The State of the Union. It isn't going to be about the State of the Union. We're still going to keep it industry related. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up is I didn't watch the State of the Union. I was working yesterday, of course. But on top of having to work, I was having to work in conditions that were unfavorable, and it's no one's fault. It's one of those like emergency situations where shit happens. You know how it is in the service industry. Shit happens, and you just got to roll with the punches. So it's definitely not one of those things where I feel I don't even have the word for it right now. Like I don't feel upset that it happened. It's just that's where we were, and so I'm thinking about that, and then I get home last night, and then also today, looking at like YouTube and different like news outlets as far as hearing about the State of the Union, and You know, this motherfucker jumped up there and lied his ass off for like 2 hours and everything.
Basically.
But not just that. And this is where I bring it to the service industry. Like seriously, I felt the way we felt when we were at that all team meeting at Beauty and Essex the day before I put in my 2-week notice because of how bad that meeting was.
Yeah.
You know, where they had us sitting there for 2 hours just listening to this chef jerk himself off in front of us, about saying how great he was. It was like, bro,
I know this.
oh,
I know so and so.
I'm so great. I was hanging out with Kiss and they're my friends. And like, who gives a fuck right now?
Literally, who gives a fuck?
Like, this could have been an email. You could have told us who you were through email, because it's not like you care about who we are, because every time we interact with you, you don't care anything about us to even learn our names. The only time I heard him actually say my name is after I watched a manager tell him my name, because he said, hey, what's that guy's name? I need to ask him something. And it was and the cameras were on, and he wanted to get, jerked off on camera, of course, as they all do.
Yeah, these
But
chefs love it.
It's, well, I didn't mean chefs.
I'm kidding.
It was another 4-letter word, starts with a P. That's what I was thinking.
Starts with P.
Starts with a P.
Pedo?
4-letter word. Yeah,
Oh.
that one. Well, we're not monetized yet. We can still say pedo. Fuck the pedos. Don't fuck.
Wait,
with
he's a pedo? Huh? He's a pedo?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
you said chefs. I said Jesus. I was just ending, my boy. I was just ending. It didn't work, but we're still here. My point is, after being at that particular meeting, and seriously, me and you sat right next to each other watching this whole meeting and listening to everything that was being said, and then at the end, it turned into this, hey, let's shit on this guy and his friend, who is supposed to be one of the members of the building that has not authority, but at least a respect through their work
Yeah.
and the position that they've been granted as far as title, to be like, okay, y'all should have been talking to certain people before certain things, like all of these things. It brought in those emotions with me, not because of Beauty and Essence, but because of every place I've been at where you watch ownership run that place into the ground. Mescalero, as we've talked about as well. Carlos, where we've met.
Ha.
That's where we met
Carlos.
like a decade ago. So it's just, these places that they have a good concept, they have a good location, but more importantly, they have a great staff that likes working with each other. And therefore, it creates an environment that people want to come in and enjoy it, like America. You see a bar or a restaurant and everyone's in there having a good time, and you hear about the drink specials, and you hear about the best time to go in there, and you find out people go in there and they find their soulmate. You're like, you want to go to that place. You want to go to that spot that's popping off, man. Like, all my dreams can come true if I just get into that fucking bar, restaurant, club, whatever it is. And then you get in there and you're working there. In a way, I guess I'm saying that those of us in hospitality who are working for a venue are kind of like government workers at that point, where it's like, okay, we're behind the curtain. We know how the machine is operated, but there's only so much we can do.
Yeah.
We try to help you out when we can. And then all of a sudden you hear this motherfucker get on TV or go into a meeting that they made mandatory.
It
At
did
Beauty
make
and
sense.
Essex, I
Even
think.
though some people didn't show up for it and they were still had a job.
Right.
So that's
Right, exactly. So you just see not just the levels of hypocrisy, but the sycophancy, where it's like, no, you gotta do whatever the fuck I tell you
what?
to do. The sycophancy, like people being sycophants that just buy into whatever they're fucking told.
okay.
Like you see those things happening in real time, but because you never drink the Kool-Aid, you can be ostracized or whatever the case may be. But then you look at it on TV and you're like, how do people not get it? Well, it's because they're close to them. They're the ones who are the either a bar manager or some kind of team lead. They love creating team leads to get people indoctrinating others into their philosophy and things like that. They have their dream teams or team teams, as some people might say. Like you see it over and over and over and over, and then people are confused as to how we are where we
Hold
are.
on, I took a shot.
But people look up and they think like, how the fuck are we where we are? It's like, how are we not where we are? When you are literally buying into that, when this person has you eating out of the palm of their fucking hand, believing that you're one of the good ones, you're one of the protected ones, that you're gonna be okay. But at the end of the day, when the ship starts sinking, they will hold you underwater to hold themselves up. I don't care what
100%.
anyone says. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Like just that overall feeling, that vibe you get when working at a place or when you walk into a place, as opposed to a Spring Street. You walk into a Spring Street and everyone's happy to be there. Everyone.
Even the employees and the owners.
Yeah, seriously, you can't fake that. I will be honest. You cannot fake that. So, not speaking about my current place, I'm speaking about just places in general. You know, let's talk about Carlos.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give. Actually, I think you should give why you left Carlos first, because mine has more of a story.
Why I went to Carlos first?
Like why you left Carlos.
Oh, why I left?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I left Carlos because I spent the summer in Chicago.
Right, but I was trying to tee you up. Sorry, I'm saying
I mean, yeah.
you came back to Phoenix.
Yeah.
When you went, we're not in Phoenix anymore. Sorry, but when you went back to Phoenix, I remember us talking before you left. It was like, yeah, I might come back to this job if it's still available. And by the time you came back from Chicago, I had already moved on.
Yeah.
And so you were like, well, I'm not going to go back there. I don't really know anyone there. The place isn't really that great. And that's why I wanted you to go first.
Oh.
Because mine was more of a crash out
Yeah.
when I left, you know.
Yeah, that's funny how the tables have turned. Yeah, I definitely didn't crash out. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna save some money. I'm gonna go spend the summer in Chicago, and that's what I did. It was great. It was awesome. And then, yeah, when I came back, I was like, yeah, like you said, that place isn't that great anyways. I was like, fuck it, I'll find something else. I'll find somewhere else. Where did I work after Carlos?
When you got back to Phoenix, I think you looked around for a job, and then I got you to work with me at
At Lucky Strike. Yeah, because I was looking at places.
Chicago.
Yeah, well, that was a crash out.
Yeah, that was.
And then I crashed out. That's when I crashed out. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was
Jesus
definitely.
Christ. Yeah, when people talk about crash out, I'm
It
like,
was a
you have
crash
no
out.
idea what a crash out is. And then, so when you left,
But yeah. When I left, I had only been there a few months. I mean, I think I only worked at Carlos for like 6 to 9 months, no more than that.
nice.
I think about 6. But as far as like when I was like, dude, I'm done, I was already dealing with shit the same way that you would, with the owner being the GM manager of the place and the way that she decided to run it. She just made it very uncomfortable to work there. And so did her husband and all the people that they had hanging around them.
I don't think she knew anything about bartending.
No, she didn't.
She barely knew anything about running a business.
She didn't know anything about bartending. What it was is she had worked in restaurants as a server, and she worked as a bartender behind the bar for maybe a year. But during that time, her husband's boxing gym was doing well. So her bartending was, I don't need this job. Fuck this place. I'm just coming in to have a good time. And they were in Vegas. And because his boxing gym was doing well, they're hanging around world-class boxers and they're doing. So to them, the idea of owning a bar was something different. It was, oh, I have enough money to do this. It's my hobby. Let me just do it.
Yeah, it definitely was treated like a fucking hobby.
It definitely was. And my
Where's-
crash out was very much like, I'm over this shit. I had been, taken up for some of my coworkers who were dealing with certain guests who were being way too pushy and way too. I mean, they were being dicks, and here I am taking up for them during UFC fights. Like, and I'm not even saying like getting in the shouting matches kind of deal. I'm like, I'm literally the one defusing situations and
Yeah.
calming the whole room down because this dude is disrespecting my coworker. But I'm over here like being a diplomat. And my last straw was a week after I had just looked out for my one homie who she was, I don't remember her name, but you know the one I'm talking about. The one that had all the work done. And that was her whole personality behind the bar. So everyone would come to get served by her
Oh,
because of the work that she had.
what's the name? Like Nettie,
Something like that.
some shit like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this guy was being, very pushy with her and this and that. And I went to bat, got him to calm down, got him to chill out. Everything's cool, whatever, whatever. And here we are, literally, it was either 6 days later or 7 days later. It was either Friday or Saturday. We're there at work, and this one guest is like, it's being an asshole to me. Because remember, that bar had controlled pours.
Dude,
Where they were like, oh, you
God.
could only, and control pours for you is like, it's a plastic pour spout, and you can only pour a predetermined amount as you tip the bottle.
usually about an ounce to ounce and a quarter,
About an ounce and a quarter at most.
maybe ounce and a half.
I've never seen one go that far.
But yeah,
But
it's
he
a
had those on every bottle.
pour. It's a to be a little bit more descriptive.
Yeah.
Speed pour, clear plastic. Like you said, it's got like a metal bead inside. So as you're pouring, the air is going up. It's pushing the bead down, so that once the exact amount is poured, it stops. So you can't
Yeah.
pour no more. So you have to and do that again. So you can't do like a subtle like no. You got to go all the way down for the bead to fall back down. And
Yeah.
So control.
Exactly.
Actually, I remember. Sorry to cut you off.
no.
I remember there was these two guys, both from one from Chicago, one from Wisconsin, and that's how we kind of bonded. Because like one was a Cubs fan, one was a Sox fan, but they were both Green Bay fans, I think. So I was just like, all right, funny dynamic. Anyways, so like
Right.
yeah, we were this older white man, got the same shit every fucking time. One got fucking MGD, the other one got like fucking Scotch and
Marlowe?
soda. Yeah.
White people at Carlos.
Yeah. It was these two older white guys.
Ooh.
Two older white guys.
That's before my
One
time.
got Scotch and soda, one got MGD. I forget their names, but because they had been going there for a while and she knew them, the dude that got Scotch and soda was like, it was like fucking this much Scotch and that much soda, right? So he had gotten used to that. So then when the speed pour is coming out, when we introduced the speed pours, I gave him any drink and he was like, "Can I get some more booze in here?" I was like, it's like, hey man, I hate to tell you this, I'm sorry, but like she put these new pours in here, these new speed pours, it'll only let me pour this amount. Want more, and I have to charge you extra. I was like, I'm really sorry. He's like, hey, say no more. Completely understand. He's like, cash me out and I'll never be back. And I was like, I don't blame you. Give me like a $20 tip. I think it was like $20 to $30. It was a nice
That's
tip.
the most powerful. I'll never come back here again that I've ever heard, as opposed to I'll never come back.
Yeah.
Good. I don't want you to come back. This motherfucker was like, look, I'm
ain't
gonna
your
keep
fault,
it a
man.
buck with you, man. He hit you with the Jake Gyllenhaal,
Basically,
walked out, faded out, gone.
he did the
Eee.
he did the
Yeah.
he did the what's the other one? What's like this creator? I think his name was Retrospectral, where he does a piece and he disappears.
Yeah.
He hit me with that. But no, he's like, hey, I understand. He's like, bring me out and I'm not coming back. I was like, I understand. He's like, it's not your fault. I was like, I'm sorry, man. He's like, no. He's like, it's not your
Because it
fault,
wasn't
man.
your fault.
But he's like, yeah, I won't be back. Good to meet you. This and that, blah blah blah. I love you. Like, I think he might have left me like $30. Might have been 40.
Maybe.
Like, here you go, man. I was like,
Yeah.
thanks, man. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. Hopefully I'll see you around. Never saw them again, but they were nice dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just like, fuck this shit. He's like, you're gonna switch up on your customers? That's the thing. You switched up on the people that were barely keeping your lights on.
Right.
And you just said, nah, I'm gonna change everything. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's how you fuck up your business.
Well, I feel that that lends itself to where my anger comes from, and it is the arrogance of business owners to think that because they are a business owner that they're always right. plenty of businesses fucking fail because plenty of you think you're right all the time. It owning a business doesn't make you right. It just means
No.
that you got approval on the loan.
Just means you own a business, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, we've talked about it before, and other people have talked about it more extensively. But I do love that there is this pushback against the elites, as they're called. Nothing makes them elite except for their bank account. It's definitely not their fucking intelligence, because all these motherfuckers are dumb as fuck. They can't even fucking spell, my boy. Like I'm so done being made to feel as a failure because I don't have as much money as someone who doesn't know they or what they're there and there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Or your.
Like I'm not gonna feel worse about myself knowing that these are the people who have been given the keys to the house. Like, okay, well, you were given the keys by someone who doesn't trust anyone else. Why? Because they weren't in the same room with anyone else, which is my theme from last year. You know, like this country is being run by grapefruits. And I'm just over.
They're the grapefruits.
Yeah, I'm just over fruity politics. I don't want to do fruity politics anymore. No more grapefruits. No more tangerines. No more oranges.
That wasn't a jab at our rainbow
Oh,
friends.
hell, absolutely not.
Because a lot of those
Yeah.
a lot of those politicians do indulge on that side.
But
So
see,
like it
here's
could be
my,
taken
here's
that
my
way.
problem.
We're
though.
not.
Here's my problem with that. Not that they indulge, but they don't fucking stand with their people. They don't stand with their tribe. They don't stand with their. I don't want to say brothers and sisters because I'm not trying to gender anybody. I'm literally saying your tribe of people, the people who are you, the people you're supposed to be championing and making sure that they like. There seems to be this thing in this country to where it's like, oh, because I went through this, no one can have it easier than me. And I see that happen so much more when it comes to the people who are of a more marginalized community, whether it be racial or sexual orientation. Like, they don't understand that it's like, bro, the news can come for you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will have people that really are sitting here thinking like, oh, I'm excluded from this, even though I am that, because I'm in the room with these people. I'm trying to make it better for my people. No, you're not. You're giving them an excuse. You're scapegoating them for treating you and your people as less than. There are so many closeted people in politics who are holding down the very people who are like them that they should be helping out, which is what I mean. Like, I'm sick of the bullshit politics. You know, I mean, yeah, you go for the joke, the alliteration earlier, but yeah, to dive in deeper, like, no, I can't stand someone who is of a community and then shuns it. As you know, someone who Afro Latino, growing up confused, trying to figure out my place in the world, being told I'm not good enough here, I'm not black enough here, I'm definitely not white enough because I ain't fucking white. Just because I'm hanging out with you don't make me one of you. I don't know if the rest of you know that, but that's kind of how it goes. You know, it's just this thing of being told consistently that you are not good enough. And then you have people who are of that community, and then they get ahead and they get in a position where they can help you, and then they find out, oh, you can lose this and this and this. Then what is it that you actually have? What do you own?
That's anytime a Latino starts making over 60K, they go MAGA. They
You
start
gotta
making
come here the
60K.
right way. You got to come here the right way, and this and that. Like, they
Motherfucker,
start-
you didn't come here the right way.
bro.
And even if you did,
Yeah.
did your parents?
Like I said, man, if you're black, brown, any color under the fucking sun, and definitely any color under the fucking rainbow, and you're not supporting your people and being a part of your people,
Emphasis under the
I
sun.
don't fuck with you. Malcolm, come on over here.
What the fuck?
You didn't realize that was Malcolm? I
No,
waved at him when he was.
I did. I'm locked in.
Come on in, man.
I was locked in.
down.
What the fuck?
Come on in and sit down, Malcolm.
What the fuck? Did you just pop in? Oh shit! That's funny. Wow.
If there's any point that you feel like you want to chime in, I can either set up another mic for you or hand you mine. But if you just want to be a part of the conversation and hang out, you're more than welcome. This is how we do it nowadays, where we just
Yeah, we just
pop
on
up
location.
and have our conversations out and about. Out and about. Did you know we were here? Oh, you
Oh,
it worked.
you walk by?
Oh, because you were walking by. Yes.
I love
I
that.
love that.
Way back from having drinks with
Come in. Come in. No. Come in. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro.
Florentine.
Florentine?
Yeah, we want to do some content there eventually. We haven't made connections there with the owners that we have here. Again, shout out to Brandon and Alex at Spring Street for
Yes.
hosting us here. Are you in frame? Let's make sure you're in frame.
Probably.
You stay where you're at. Let me
Most
double check.
likely. Might be blocking you a little bit.
You have a phone right now? Or?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
No, we were recording for like the last
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Uh,
Last 20 minutes or so.
Again, you don't have to be mic'd up.
30.
Your voice will come through enough on this to where you'll still be picked up if you want to be. But yeah, we were just talking about the State of the Union and how certain bar owners and managers can try to use a State of the Union address to try to make it seem like things are going better than they are. Where you popped up right now, actually, was just well, how was I saying it? Like, we were making sure that we were being as inclusive as possible.
Yeah.
Like, but what were we talking about? Because now I went into saying hi to our friend mode and I forgot what we were discussing.
Talking about these politicians that are of a community and they don't.
Yeah, thank you, Pete. I was saying what bothers me is how you will have someone who is of a marginalized community and will get themselves into a position of power and then turn on their community and not actually look out for them. Whether it be someone, whether it be religion, ethnicity, or sexual orientation, or actually life orientation of who you are as a person and who you identify as, you will have some people who are like, no, I am of this struggle, I am of this fight. And the moment they get outside of it, they forget who they are, is what I was saying is my issue.
That's how powerful. That is how powerful oppression is.
Yeah. It is.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And in every marginalized community, there are many people looking to escape it, and they assimilate and adapt. For example, in the Black community, I can only speak for my community. A lot of us were cutting our hairs and doing all these updos and dyes and perms and shit back in like the 50s and 60s. Assimilate. It's a part of survival.
Very much worse.
It just didn't become like normalized. Like, for example, the Crown Act with like African American hair just became legal. Well, not just in the last, I don't know when it was made legal, but the Crown Act basically said that African Americans can wear their hair as it is in the workplace. So, yeah, that's that.
Yeah, because I think it might have been. I think it was probably just before pandemic. That was probably when that came through, saying like, "Oh," because they consider like dreads and braids non-professional hairstyles, and I think it might have been sometime between 19
I've been
and
asked to cut my
21.
hair several times, even recently.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy. That
maybe not like in a very direct way.
Yeah.
but it was implied.
Imply these fucking nuts. How about that? That's stupid. The fact that hair is gonna distinguish whether you're professional, that's stupid. Some dumbass shit. It's the stupidest shit I ever heard. That's dumb. Kill yourself.
What I will say about the self-hate people looking to escape being oppressed. I mean, as you guys have know, there have been African American people who dyed their skin, or skin bleaching is common in some parts of the world, because it's painful. It's a matter of survival when it comes down to it.
Yeah, for sure.
So if every aspect of society is rejecting every part of you and making it such an anguish just to be your natural self, you're gonna try to escape naturally to survive.
Yeah, I can say for myself, this was something I was kind of speaking on earlier. As a what's up?
No, I was seeing where the mic was. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, you're good.
funny.
But as an Afro Latino, growing up, I didn't always belong to any particular group. And when I was in my, late teens, early 20s, there was a lot of confusion for me as far as like where I fit in, because what group do I belong to when no group ever claims me? And I want to claim a group, but when you're consistently told that you don't belong to anyone, any one group or any one tribe or any one community, you just kind of hang out there on your own and hope to figure it out. And that can also create an environment where people prey on that and they take advantage of you, especially when they're looking for, I don't want to just say a token, but looking for someone to say that, oh, how I am and the way I think is okay because, oh, look at the person that I found of that group who said it's okay. And then you don't realize that the only reason you're even a part of that person's friend group is so that they can call on you at that moment. And a lot of times you get lost in that because you don't think that someone can have that feeling towards you when the rest of the time that you're talking to them, they're like, no, we're friends. I love you. You're like my brother, my sister. We're family. And you meet their family and you feel like you're a part of the family. And so you feel that connection only to find out that that person never cared about you at all. You were never anything to them. And I feel like that's also indicative to what a lot of people are dealing with right now. Like whether it be politics, job, any particular facet of life, there are times where you feel that you're more connected and you're more a part of something than you actually are, just because you're so close to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Word.
I had nothing to go off of that. I got nothing.
So how have you been?
I've
my
been
friend?
good.
Yeah.
I just I had some drinks with a friend at the Florentine, and first thing I saw was the lights. And I was like, I was across the street and I saw the lights. I was like, stay in there. And then
Yeah, because the entrance is right there, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
Yeah, again, as I said, it struck a chord to me because I understand what it's like to care about a venue, care about a concept, and want to see it succeed. And you become a part of it and you become a part of the ideology and you're like, no, that's part of me. That's part of my family. I don't ever want to see that place go away.
No.
But I do believe there comes a time where you have to start asking yourself if the thing that you believed in, did you believe in the correct thing for the correct reasons?
Yeah.
And it's okay for the answer to be no, but then you make the adjustment and say, okay, well, how do I change that? I think that's where a lot of us are these days, is figuring out like, how do I change it to where I can feel proud of the thing that I want to feel proud of, as opposed to defending it blindly, no matter how bad it looks. When people come into your venue and they feel like, oh, your prices are too high and you change all the stuff that I come in here for, it feels like you don't want me or my people. And it's like, a lot of us are coming to terms with waking up and looking and being like, wait a minute, the owner does not like us. The owner does not want people who look like me in this venue, but they do want me working in this venue.
Yep.
So there is that aspect. Like a lot of people are waking up to that, and it's okay to wake up to that and want change. And I'm not saying that that change is going to be overnight. I'm not saying that that feeling is going to go away immediately, but I do feel that the first step of it is acknowledging that that feeling exists. And I feel like conversations like this is what opens more eyes to that, as far as like, it is a shared experience. Like no one's going through this alone. As isolated as they want us to feel, we're not isolated, because look, we sent up a bat signal and our friend came to come in and
drop a couple words and drop us with some knowledge on the way out. So I'll leave it with you because you haven't been on for a while.
Oh wow.
So leave the people with something as we're on our way out.
Wait, hold
Unless
on.
there's a
I have something.
you have
Something
sorry.
completely random that
Okay.
was just because I'm not even gonna piggyback off
Oh,
anything you said. You said it perfectly.
Thank you though.
Have you ever heard anybody call any drink by its government name? This happened to me a couple weeks ago. This dude came in. He's like, "Y'all got any Canada Dry?" And I was like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, just Canada Dry." I was like, "You mean ginger ale?" He's like, "Yeah, just Canada Dry." I was like, "Yeah, I got ginger ale." Never heard anybody call ginger ale by his government name.
I mean, that is someone who wants to know what ginger ale you have.
We had Canada Dry.
Right. But what if you didn't?
I was,
You know what I'm saying?
I was still gonna say yes and pour from the gun.
I'm gonna keep it.
You're
a
not
buck.
you're not gonna tell me the difference
keep it
between
a
that
buck.
and Schweppes. I'm
We
sorry.
were just here in Spring Street a few days ago, and I was right over at that food truck, and I was like, "Hey, is the chicken white or dark meat?" And he's like, "Nah, it's chicken." Nigga, I know it's chicken. I led with the fact that it's chicken. Is it white or dark? And he's like, "Nah, it's
Chicken.
chicken." All right, man, just give me a cheesesteak then. Give me a regular ass beef cheesesteak, since you're telling me words that do not match the words
Yeah.
that I said to you. They don't match my option list. Cool. At least I know that.
But that
Don't
shit
leave
was
me
so
alone.
funny to me because it threw me off. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Canada Dry? Oh, ginger ale. It's like if it's like when you introduce your work friends to like your friends. They're like, oh yeah, so how do you know Raymundo? Who the fuck is Raymundo? Yeah, Raymundo. You mean Ray Ray?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You sound really elitist right now that you've always worked in places that have Canada Dry. Because I've worked in places that ain't got no Canada Dry. They got the Mr. Pibb of Canada Dry.
Schweppes. That's Schweppes.
They got the North American Humid. Like, I don't fucking know what kind of ginger ale this is. It tastes flat. It tastes imitation. I want Canada Dry, all right?
I almost spit my drink out.
But I'm just saying, as a person who prefers, like, don't give me no Schweppes when I ask for Canada
You
Dry.
pronounce it Schweppes or Schweppes?
I will sweep this whole fucking place if you hand me some of that when I want some Canada Dry.
Fair. Fair. He might have had an upset tummy, and that was the only thing I was gonna cure it.
Bro,
It's just
like-
it threw me off because nobody's ever just came up and said Canada. I was like ginger ale.
Yeah.
You were gonna get whatever ginger ale I got in the gun. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to tell me the difference.
I will keep it a bug with you. That is very much a very specific question that I've had it asked. I will not pretend that I've had it asked a bunch of times. Probably can count it on one hand if I remember them all. Ginger ale drinkers are usually not as particular,
Yeah.
but the one that is, don't give them no Schweppes. Schweppes.
I call
Don't give 'em none
bullshit.
of that.
I don't think you'll be able to. Just like when people were like, "Oh yeah, you got Pepsi, Coke." I don't.
You got Coke. I got RC Cola.
Hey man,
I need
RC's the
RC in a
shit.
minute.
RC's the shit.
RC's okay
RC's the
for
shit.
about 15 seconds.
RC is the
You
shit.
better drink it as soon as it comes out the
Look,
fucking
man,
gun.
when you go to Chicago, don't say nothing about RC. That's
I
all.
won't,
That's
'cause I
that's
won't
our
be
shit.
ordering it.
That's our shit. It's just gonna come with whatever pizza you get.
Does it stand for real Chicago?
Royal Crown.
I know what RC Cola stands
Real
for.
Chicago. I mean, it is a blue labeled bottle with
Right,
a red
that's
letter.
what I said
Damn,
when I
no, you're
said
right.
real
Yeah,
Chicago
it is.
Cola.
It
RC
is.
You know what? You ATM machine me, and I didn't even say ATM machine. I just said ATM. How would you like to lead us off?
I feel like given the times we're in, it's important that we continue to have difficult and uncomfortable conversations
Yes.
Yes.
and drink responsibly.
Yes.
That's it. Consistent with those two, I think will create balance. Well, no, fuck balance. I feel like it'll just get us through
For sure.
what we're going through. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to take that like everything's gonna be great, you know. And we all see the climate of the world now, you know.
Absolutely.
And,
So what I'm interpreting that as, if you're at a family function and that one family member that you know should not be there or is in the wrong of everything, you should call them out and make everybody uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
Very much.
Make
what
everybody
you're saying
comfortable.
is you should make them less comfortable,
Yes.
which is
Feel
something
less
we've said
welcome.
before.
Feel less welcome.
We have made the wrong people comfortable.
Like,
we
oh,
need to change that.
the little girls can't be wearing those skirts around this uncle. Like, why? Why is that uncle invited? Oh, the MAGA fucking cousins here. Like, and I'm gonna tell him how wrong he is. I'm gonna start this political conversation
Yeah.
at this barbecue.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me. He's the one with the objectively wrong views.
All right. Look. I'm gonna say this because I definitely don't. And please, someone take the baton and run with it because I don't want to leave this on a very fucking somber and fucked up note. However, I really, really, really do mean this, especially in the climate that we're in, that we need to protect our fucking children
Mhm.
and we need to start calling this shit out as it is because there are too many children that are paying. They are paying for adults not wanting to feel uncomfortable in this moment. But they'll deal with years of trauma and discomfort afterwards because they don't want to deal with discomfort on the front end. They don't want to make that uncle or aunt or family member or friend or elected official
You got to keep the
feel
family together.
uncomfortable. And then when it comes to your doorstep and it affects someone in your orbit, when it affects someone that you love and care about, or it affects you, then it becomes important. No, it's supposed to be important from the fucking beginning. When people are warning you that these people are fucking dangerous and we should stop excusing this bullshit, they mean it. Because I will hip you on to some shit that a lot of people who have not been through trauma like this do not understand. The people who are doing the most to excuse it are either perpetrators or they're victims. That is usually how it goes. They're either the ones doing it or they're the ones dealing with it, and therefore they have to excuse it because they want to excuse their family member. They want to excuse their friend or their loved one or their partner who has done someone wrong.
Families
And
got to
we
stick
have
together.
to stop excusing this fucking bullshit. Too many people are being hurt. Too many families are being torn apart because we don't want to alienate someone who should be alienated. They are the real illegal aliens in this fucking country, and we don't do enough to go after them. We go after hardworking people who want to be a part of this country the right way. But the real illegal aliens, meaning the people who are not like us, the people who are fucking pedophiles, the people who are fucking rapists, the people who go after the weaker and marginalized people, they are the real illegal aliens because they're the ones who are actually committing all of the fucking crimes. So if you want to go after an illegal alien, you go after them. And fuck ICE. Sorry. And I'm done. So somebody else, please
That's
lead
it.
us off with something else.
Oh, I do have something kind of
Thank
funny. It'll just be a one-liner.
Let me cheers him.
Um,
He's been waiting for a cheers for quite some time.
Oh, sorry. A couple weeks ago, working, whatever, little event. This white man comes up to me, looks at our beer list, and he's like, yeah, I'll take a negra. I'm like, I was like, a what? Negra Modelo. I was like, sir, as a white man, you can't just say, I'll take a negra. I turned back because I knew what he said, but I had to double take because I was like, a what? It's like, negra modelo. I was like, and I turned around like, all right, like you should have just said, that's when you say the government.
Yeah,
That is an instance when you say,
the full
You know-
government name.
you know, but sir, because you're not Latino. You're a white man. If it's a Latino saying it, it's different inflection. You are a white man.
Yes.
You just
Say
said
by the full government name.
he didn't say it with the accent either.
No, of course he didn't.
So I was just like, huh? Sir, you gotta
You call it by the full government name. Negra T Modelo. The
Oh.
T stands for Theodore, which is the same thing that is in Booker T.
it threw me off. It just threw me off. That was it.
Booker T, the former tag team partner of one Benito.
Antonio Martinez
I don't know his
Ocasio.
full fucking name.
Well, you said Booker, so I thought you were gonna. Okay. Anyways, yeah. White man, you can't say that. Sorry. That's it. You can't say the full government when it comes to certain things.
Malcolm, can you please lead us off with something that's a little bit less divisive? Because I don't think we can at this point.
What?
I think
What did you say?
I think we've ruined all of our peaceful credibility to close out the show. So can you help us out?
Peace is alive.
Blank right now, man. Let's see.
How was your Black History Month? This is the last recording of Black History Month. How do you feel about it?
Oh, you mentioned you want me to talk about blackness. That's like, I'm gonna get this nigga to talking. You talk about Black History Month.
Hey,
You
go
know,
ahead and
Black
talk
History
about
Month. I'm
it.
gonna go
Because
in
they
the
didn't
damn
talk
mouth.
about it during the State of the Union.
To be honest, I took it easy this Black History Month. I mean, every month is Black History Month.
Goddamn
Every
right
day
it
is, just thankful. Like I said, given the times we're in, just thankful that my life is pretty steady. I'm employed, and
Yeah.
just living. I'm more of a homebody these days, but just living, What can I lead us off with?
Speaking of Black History Month, how did you enjoy Bonito Bowl?
Oh, it was great. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it feel being around all that Puerto Rican energy? That was a lot.
No, I enjoyed it. I grew up around a bunch of
Crazy.
Latinos, so yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's nice to have another group aside from, African Americans playing at the Super Bowl. And I feel like that's been our party for so long. So long. And I feel like I said, the climate that we're in right now, it's important. I just think it was well timed. Perfectly put together. Top to bottom. The grass, man. Hold on. I want to give away my Halloween costume, but I already gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already gave it away. So
Grass, yeah.
don't get no ideas. It was just built
Yeah.
from scratch. Like,
I mean, I bring it up because there wasn't a lack of representations for Afro Latinos, and I feel like during Black History Month, even though the main performer was not Black presenting,
Mhm.
but being Afro descendant and then having so many dancers and performers say hey, Latinos come in all colors too, and I think I think some people may look over that for Black History Month. Like that can also be celebrated. Like,
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I am too. I really am. I enjoyed it. You actually touched on something I hadn't quite thought of, and that was it's been our party for a while. Speaking for Black people, and then for me being Afro Latino, I'm like, oh, it's Latino, Afro Latino son as well. But damn, when I really think about the amount of hate that the Super Bowl gets every year, and it's because it's always a party for us. But aren't Black people the ones who created the Super Bowl halftime the way it is today?
Mhm.
Didn't
Yeah.
Live in Color do that? Didn't Black people change the way that we celebrate the Super Bowl? The way that we hang out together on that one day? Didn't Black people do that? So why can't it be our party? Why shouldn't it be our party? And why can't it then reach out to the other people that we are connected to? The Latinos, the Afro Latinos. Aren't we all a part of the same community? Aren't we all together?
Yes,
Don't we
sir.
get further together?
Mhm.
Isn't that what In Living Color represented at the end of the day? That's why I love this Super Bowl, because it was the most in living color Super Bowl I've seen. It was in literally living color was happening in front of us. And everyone was included and everyone felt seen, which is why the reaction was the way that it was. And that's what In Living Color was. I fucking love that show. Shout out to the Wayans family. Shout out to Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, David Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson. I know J-Lo was up there as a fly girl for a little bit. I know I'm missing some people, but shout out to everybody who made that Super Bowl halftime event what they made it, because they immediately went and got Michael Jackson the next year because they knew what they needed. And it is a pure
The
example
bar was
of-
set.
It's a pure example of either you let us into the party or we'll make a better one, and then you'll try to buy into that.
Yep.
Either way, you're gonna party the way we party.
Yep.
No choice but to buy into it.
No?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else they want to lead off with?
Nope.
I had something that I wanted to sign off with, but I forgot what it was.
I got nothing now.
Yeah, it's pretty gone. It's gone now. Shit. Say something you said earlier so I can close off and make it sound like I'm playing this shit.
Say something that I said earlier.
Yeah, it's all good.
Um,
Since none of us can remember a good joke to end off with, I will go back to my default, which is seriously humility, because I wave to the guy as I say it. Shout out to Spring Street, Brandon and Alex. Thank
shout
you
out
so
to
much.
Spring Tree.
Seriously, for being so fucking inviting and welcoming,
Accommodating.
Your home. You have no idea what we're saying when we're here, and you just trust us to do what we do. And like, thank you for that. I don't know when you guys are gonna hear this message, but we're saying it in your house. So thank you for that.
Actually, you know what? You did say something earlier as we were leaving the house. How you were talking about where we coming, how far we come, and where we're at now. Or you were saying something about like not looking back or some shit like that.
I was saying that I was spending a lot of time thinking about
Yes.
where we're going,
Yes.
but not being caught up in where we've been.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I want to say to that is something that I have written down here, which is
Hey, go ahead. That's a good way to end it.
what's ahead is always better than what's behind. That's it. Smooth sea
Cheers to
never
that.
made a skilled sailor.
That. I'm just